All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be doing more stuff with percents, just reviewing all the different types of things, just dealing with percent. So the joke for the day is this: how do you get a giraffe into the fridge? Well, just wait and find out. Here we go. Mrs. Eaton buys a Mr. Schwartz is my favorite person coffee mug that is on sale for 60% off the original price. The discounted price is $42 less than the original price. What is the original price of the coffee mug? Well, we know what the discount is, and we know that it's also 60% off of the original price. We don't know the original price, we call that X. So 60% of X is going to equal what the discount is of $42. So at that point, you divide by 0.60, you do 42 divided by 0.60, and you're going to end up getting $70. So the coffee mug originally was $70. Yeah, pretty sweet coffee mug. So then it says, what is the sale price of the coffee mug? Well, if it's originally $70 and you got a $42 discount, if you subtract 42, if you do that, you end up getting yourself $28 for the coffee mug. And then it says, what's the final price of the coffee mug with the 7% tax? If you go ahead and do 0.07 times 28, that's going to end up getting you guys $1.96. So you take the $1.96 and you add that to the $28 to get $29.96. Sweet coffee mug. All right, let's go on. Next one, Mr. Marvin uses 14% of this month's savings to buy a science experiment that separates the hydrogen and oxygen in water. If the cost of the science experiment is $42, how much did he save that month? Well, it's 14% of his monthly savings. We don't know what his monthly savings is. So we have 0.14 times X equals what the cost of the experiment was, which is 14% of his monthly savings, $42. So you divide by 0.14 on both sides. You do 42 divided by 0.14, and you end up getting 300. So this month he saved $300. Next one. On this right here, a pair of shoes is at a store is originally priced at $70. The store owner offers a discount, and the shoes are now priced at $21. What is the percentage discount of the shoes? Well, percentage discount, that's big minus small divided by original. We have to find what the discount is first. If you do the big minus the small, that's going to end up getting you $49 divided by the original, because now we have the discount being 49, the percent discount. 49 divided by 70 is what you're going to do here, and you will end up getting 0.7 or 70% once you move to the right twice to get your percent. Next one, Mr. Zook bought 70% of the toilet paper rolls in a store. A store had 1,200 toilet paper rolls. How many toilet paper rolls did Mr. Zook not buy? Well, first you have to figure out 70%. So 0.70 times 1,200. When you guys do that, you end up getting 840. So Mr. Zook bought 840. How many did he not buy? Well, if you do 1,200 minus 840, you're going to end up getting 360. He did not buy 360 toilet paper rolls. Next one. On this right here, Mr. Schwartz loans Mrs. Eaton $2,500 for a period of 5 years. He gives her a simple interest rate of the loan of 34.3% because Mr. Schwartz is Mrs. Eaton's favorite sibling. What is the total amount that Mrs. Eaton will need to pay Mr. Schwartz, her favorite brother, over the 5 years? Guys, interest is I equals PRT. The total amount is when we add the interest plus the principal. I is interest, P is principal, R is rate, T is time in years. So we go ahead, we have the principal, the amount that Mrs. Eaton borrowed, the $2,500, times the interest rate of 34.3%. So we move it to the left twice to get 0.343, and then times the time in years of 5. So when I do 2,500 times 0.343 times 5, we end up getting, of just interest, Mrs. Eaton owes Mr. Schwartz $4,287.50. Then she still has to pay back the principal, which is $2,500. So you do 2,500 plus the $4,287.50. And when you guys add those together, you end up getting yourself $6,787.50. Now, number 6, Mr. Zook bought 90 out of 600 hamsters in a store. What percent of hamsters did Mr. Zook buy? Well, again, a percent is simply just a part over a whole. The part that he bought was 90 out of a whole amount of 600 hamsters. 90 divided by 600 ends up to be 0.15, so the percent is 15% because you move it to the right twice. Each hamster was originally priced at $30. However, Mr. Zook was able to get a 30% discount. How much did Mr. Zook pay for the hamsters, including the 7% tax? Well, they were $30, and you got a 30% discount. So if you go ahead and do 0.30 times 30, your discount times the $30, you're going to end up getting $9 discount, a $9 discount. So you guys do 30 minus 9 to get your $21 for each hamster. So then at that point, we know we bought 90 of them. So if we do 21 times 90, 21 times 90, that's how much we're going to spend on hamsters without tax. So we're going to end up paying $1,890 without tax, but now we want it with tax. So we times that by 0.07 to get our tax. So now we end up having in tax $132.30. So we add our tax plus the amount. So when we add those two, $1,890 plus $132.30, we end up getting $2,022.30 as what Mr. Zook will end up paying for his hamsters. Cool, Mr. Zook. Next one. On this one, Mrs. Hill wants to randomly pick out a purple chip out of a bag. There are 230 chips in the bag, and 138 of them are purple. What's the probability as a percent that Mrs. Hill will randomly pick out a purple chip? Well, you guys have to go ahead and figure out the probability. It's the number of favorable over the total possible. So in this case, we have the number of favorable chips being 138 because there's 138 that are purple out of a total of 230. So you guys go ahead. You do 138 divided by 230, and you get 0.6. Woo-wee! So then from there, that's as a percent. I wanted to see that, so that's going to be 60%. Then it says, Mrs. Hill states, because there are 138 purple chips, it is certain that I will pick out a purple chip next time. Is Mrs. Hill's statement valid or not valid? It is not certain. That's not 100%, so it's not valid. Describe the likelihood if it's 60% on that chart where we have 0 as impossible, 1 as certain, 0.5 as equally likely. This 0.25 area, this area right here is unlikely. This area where the 0.6 would fall, or the 60%, is going to be likely. That's likelihood, guys. All right, that's it for today. So the joke for the day is this. How do you get a giraffe into the fridge? Open the door. Remove the elephant, insert the giraffe, and close the door. You had to understand the joke from before, which was how do you get an elephant in the fridge, which is open the door, insert elephant, close the door. So how do you get a giraffe in the fridge? Open the door, remove the elephant, insert the giraffe, close the door. That's funny. Hey, you guys have a great day.